welcome back. My name is Andrea. I am the Buckeye Stitcher. So today we're gonna do something a little different. So if you watched my update video, you know that I am doing a cross stitch for my brother, my older brother and his wife's 10-year anniversary, which is next year. That hasn't changed. Still waiting for the rest of the floss to come in. This is the only thing that's come in yet. But I realized after the fact that this year, October 2nd, is my younger brother and his wife's 5-year anniversary. So, yeah, I'm going to see if I can get this done in a month. So, I bought some beautiful, beautiful 16 count Ada off of Amazon. I will, of course, everything I use will be linked down below. I actually got Easy Count this time. I've been dying to try Easy Count. So I'm like, you know what? Why not? So this is cut 12 by 14. But then that's with the 3 inches, so it's 9 by 11, I think. So that's what I'm going to be using. I was going back and forth if I wanted to use a colored Ada or not, but when you see the project, or when you see it, I think you'll see why I didn't want to put any more colors in than it had already. So I bought basically everything from DMC except for the thread I just showed you there. However, it's been 3 days and they haven't shipped it yet. And I'm like, I kind of need to get started on this like now. So I went to Michael's and I bought these colors because these colors are so sorry. These colors are at the top of the cross and a little to the right side of it. So I'm like, because I don't know when they're going to be, I don't know when DMC is going to be shipping my order. Like last time they shipped it within like a day or two, but it's been like 3 days. It's already been 3 days. They're probably not shipping it today because it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They probably won't ship it. Maybe Monday, and by then it'll be almost a week. So I'm not quite sure what's going on, but I'm like, it's fine. I'll just have extra thread. It's not that big of a deal. They're beautiful colors, so I will find something to use them on. But I just wanted to get started on this. So I got some thread. I was just gonna get the purples and pinks, but then I'm like, well, the kind of the blues are there too. And yeah, so I'm like, we'll just do this whole section. So I got those. Luckily, Michael's had a sale going on, which I was not expecting. Oh my god, I gotta stop yawning. Um, they had a sale going on, so instead of these being, I think they're originally 79 cents a piece, which isn't bad. I think they're like 84 or 85 cents a piece on DMC's website. But I said to 79, I got them for like 47 or 48 cents a piece, something like that. It was under 50 cents a piece. I know that. And I'm just like, wow, that's awesome. So that's also another reason why I got a few more colors, because I'm like, I'm basically getting buy one get one free. These I bought from Amazon. I have bought these before and I loved them, so I bought more because I have used up the other ones that I bought. So these are floss drops. I like using floss drops for storing floss. I just think it's the easiest way. But I will show you how I take these out of the skeins and put them on here. And then, yeah, we might start. I don't know. I didn't have a plan for this. Didn't really have a plan for this, but that's okay. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. You get 50 in each of these little packs. I think it's $10. I think it's $10 for 50 of them. Last time I bought 2 of them, so it came with 100, and I basically used all of them between spring and my NASA Heaven and Earth design kit. I basically used all 100, all 100 of them. So we needed some more. I do have a Cricut. I'm going back and forth on if I'm going to try and like make some myself, because you know, $10 for 50 is still kind of a lot, but we'll see. I don't know. I've tried paper floss drops before, and you know, they're paper, so they're not that great. Anyway, so let me show you how I do my my floss drops. So let me see if I can zoom you in a little. Hey, there we go. Okay. All right. So this is a skein of floss. It is 8 meters long. It has 6 strands. The and I was one of them. Never knew which side to pull, and I always ended up pulling the wrong side. So figured out the DMC label, the side that it's on, do not pull that. So if you're looking at it this way, this is like up, like this is how it's supposed to be, like how it'll be hanging on the thing. It's down here. You want to pull from the barcode. So what I like to do is I put these a little closer so that I can, there we go. So I kind of pinch both tags just to give it some resistance. And then I start pulling, and I'm going to pull this entire thing, and there we go. And I'm just kind of letting it pile up over here. It'll be okay. 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 So at this point, the DMC label can go. And I'm going to cut off the number, which for this color, it's 333. Whoopsie, come on. I'm going to cut off that number, and I'm going to place it, whoopsie, come on. Jeez, oh man, there we go. I'm going to like push this up a little bit, or try to get, okay, or I can just break it. That works too. Jeez, oh man. All right, I'm going to bend this a little, very gently. Gonna bend this a little just to get it, get a little more room in there. I'm going to slip this onto that little tag, and that will hold, maybe that will hold the color, so that I know which one it is. Oh, my autofocus is on. Yeah. Well, it doesn't work anymore. Okay. Anyway, we'll keep the autofocus on for the moment, I guess. So, all right. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the two ends together, and I wrap it around a couple times so that I have more to hold, a better hold on it. And then I put my, there we go. And then I put my finger in between the two so that it's less likely for them to tangle. And then I'm just going to slowly start to pull, and then kind of shake it down. And what I'm doing is I'm folding this strand in half so that it's not as long. And honestly, if anyone has a better way, let me know. This is honestly the best way I've found to do this. So, and you could always just pull from the bottom too, especially once you get to the end. Okay. So now that I have that pulled, I just drop it because it's basically together now. And I'm just going to take it and I'm going to go back through it just to make sure that it's all unknotted and all lined up as best as I can get it. Perfect. Okay. So I'm going to put that loop and those ends together. Then I'm going to do the same thing, which is a little bit easier now. So I'm just going to go through and I'm going to fold it in half again. So on this side, I have 3 loops and then the 2 tails. And on this side, I have 4 loops. At this point, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to cut those 3 over there. And then I'm going to come back over here and I'm going to cut these 4 right there. And that gives me 8 strands. And each strand has 6. For this project, I'm going to be doing over 1 over 1 on 16 count Ada. So I will only be using 1 floss because I'll double it over. And I did that without even telling you how I did that. Okay, so anyway, sorry. So you put the ends together like so. And where your loop is, you just put it through the big hole there. And then you grab the middle, put your fingers through the middle of that, grab the loose part of the thread, pull it through, and then just pull it and it'll cinch up like that. And to get it off, oh wow, I'm just having all sorts of problems. It's okay. I'll tape that together and put it back. Oh yeah. And then to get it off, you just grab where it, you just grab this part where it was cinched up and you literally just pull it and then you can pull out a strand. And then that's going to be, one of them will be your working strand and then you just put it back on. I like this. I think it holds the fabric. No, I think it holds the floss better and it doesn't damage it as much as like bobbinating it would. I used to bobbin, oof, as you can see. Years ago I used to bobbin, and it was fine, but then I walked away from cross stitch for several years. And when I came back to it a few months ago, all this thread is kinked up now. And it's really hard to get the kinks out. So not doing that anymore. So anything that I'm going to work with, I put on floss drops, and then anything like extra, like if I didn't need this one, I would just put it in a bag, but I would not deskein it. I would just leave it as is. I just take it and put it in a bag and just leave it until I needed it. But I need them, so. All right. So let me try this again. Got something on there. Okay. So once again, this is how it's supposed to be. This is the up DMC. Go towards this bottom part where the UPC is. I clench both of them between my fingers. And then I'm going to start to pull from the UPC side. until I get it all over here. Hey, there, right? Then that can go away. I'm gonna cut that off. Put that on there so I know what color it is. And then I'm gonna find my other side here. Line them up as best as I can. There we go. And then I'm gonna wrap it a couple times just so I have a better handle on it. And then I'm gonna start pulling the thread through my fingers very gently. Go slow. I know it looks like I'm probably going really fast, but go as slow as you need. I'm going really slow though. Like this is I could go a lot faster, but go slow because you are gonna run into some kinks and some knots. Or not some knots, but just some tangles that you have to just gently pull. So go slow. And then when you get them lined up, you bring this loop over here. And then once again, pull it again and put this over here. So we have 3 loops over here and 4 loops over here. And then you just take your scissors, you cut that. Come over to this side. You got 4 loops over here. You cut all 4. And if they're not perfect, they don't all have to be the same length. This is just your working thread. Because you can't work with an 8-inch or you can't work with a 8 yards or 8 meters or whatever the heck it is. I can't remember now. You can't work with a full strand because it's just way, way too long. Here, 8 meters. There we go. So yeah, it's 8 meters. You can't use you can't use 8 meters in one go. It would be way, 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 way too long. So I'm going to put it through there, go through the middle of the loop, pull the rest through, and then just pull down, and there we go. So that's how I do my thread. That one broke because of me, not because of them. Just putting that out there right now. I was pulling that way too hard. So anyway, I'm gonna do those on my own time. So, and then I got my easy count. What I did for this is it came in, where did the box or bag go? Yeah, here we go. All right. So it came in this bag, really nice. It is from So Crane. Never heard of them, but wow, when they say premium quality, they mean premium quality. This is nice fabric. It feels nice. It's I not that it's thick, but it's not, it's got some girth to it. So this is just really, really nice. And the grid lines are so easy to see. Look how bright those are. I mean, I can't wait to start stitching on this. This is going to be fun. But anyway, so it comes in these sizes. You can cut to order. I don't know if Amazon does that, but it's these 3 sizes, and I just got the smaller size. It's 75 by 100 centimeters. And I just put this on my bed, spread it out on my bed, and there we go. My pattern is just about 9 inches wide. and I always add 3 inches on, hold on, 9. Ah, I screwed that up. Oh, I did that the last time too, and I forgot. Okay, so what I was gonna say is it's 9 inches, and I put a 3-inch border, but I didn't because I screwed up. Which is fine. It's fine. So this is 12, a little bit more. So yeah, I'm gonna have 1.5 on each side because there's 9 and then another, so it'll be here, which is fine because I'm gonna frame it, and 1.5 will be just fine. But I did it wrong, just to let you know. So what I would normally do is if it's 9 inches, if my design is 9 inches, I would do 9 inches, or I would go from this side, I would go from one side, I would go in 3, and then from that 3, I would go 9, because that's the strength, or that's the length of it. And then once again, I'd go here and I'd go another 3. So it should be like this, this big. I shorted myself 1.5 inches, but that is fine. I'm not worried about it at all. Especially because I'm framing this. I'm not like trying to turn this into like a pillow or something. It's fine. 1.5 will be just fine. If you're gonna do something with yours, like if you're gonna turn it into a pillow or a purse or whatever, give yourself at least 3 inches on each side. So so that's fun. So anyway, so this is roughly 12, and this is roughly 14, almost 15. If I didn't want to cut in the middle of a line, so whatever line I was closest to, um, that's the one I cut. And yeah, and I just cut on the line. And where is it? Oof. And then I have this. This is one of my nerd hoops. I have 3 of them currently. I'm going to be buying more because they're awesome and I love them. But this is my biggest one. I haven't had a chance to use it, but as you can see, this fits just perfectly. And the design is basically this big. So with any luck, I won't have to move the hoop with any luck. But we're going to see. All right, so I'm going to back that out, not all the way so it falls out. Just back that out a little bit. And then I'm going to put the bottom hoop on the back. Let me put this in my lap. Okay. Put the bottom hoop on the table. Put this here. Now, there's something called stitching in the well, and I would love to do it. I cannot figure out how to do it. So what stitching in the well is when you put your fabric into a hoop, which I'm trying to do now. Oh, come on. There we go. And it's stiff fabric, especially Ada. Even weaves a little bit better, but especially Ada, it's stiff. Okay. Oh, no. Come on. There you go. Yeah, there you go. All right. So just clamp this down. And then I'm going to tighten it just a little bit because I don't want it to pop off again. Okay. And as I tighten it, I'm going to pull on the, oops, sorry. I'm going to pull on the edges of the fabric to tighten it, but not so tight that I pop it back out. And then tighten some more, and then pull some more, and kind of test, and we're getting there. It's much easier to do this tensioning step with a nurge, I have found, because it just holds the fabric better. So it stays tight, which is really nice. Okay, I'm gonna tighten this down as tightly as I can. All right, so that's probably good. All right. Okay, so there it is stretched. It's pretty tight. I'm okay with that. Stitching in the well is, instead of stitching this way, which most people do, stitching in the well is you turn it over and you stitch on this side. And I do like that idea. I have tried it a few times. It's confusing me apparently. So I'm gonna still try keep doing it, but I like it because, especially if you're a person who finishes their fabric by putting it underneath the stitches on the back, it's really nice because when you flip it over, this would be your back. It's so easy, especially around the edges, to get your needle out of those stitches because the frame is not in the way. Here it's hard. If I'm trying to get my needle under stitches here, I'm going to hit this hoop, and it's real hard to bury your thread. But if you stitch in the well, if you stitch this way and then flip over and end your threads on this side, you're free to bury your threads wherever you want because you're not going to be hitting the hoop. So I'm still practicing. I haven't successfully done it yet. Obviously you have to put the fabric basically upside down, and for some odd reason that's not, my brain is not liking it. So still practicing, but I've found ways around it. But yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. And yeah, I'm just gonna get the rest of these kitted up here, and then we're gonna get on the road because there it is. I have until October, um, I mean, 2nd, technically. But their anniversary is the 2nd. So I put it in Pattern Keeper, and I need to do, well, let me see here. I had the wrong number of stitches, so let me go back. Okay, so there's the pattern. I'll also put it on the screen. It's got 300, I'm sorry, wrong. It's got 3,399 stitches, 17 colors, and what I love about Pattern Keeper is it will tell you, if you press the little calculator up here, it will tell you, how much you have to do. So I set it for October 2nd because that's their anniversary. And it's telling me I need 99 stitches a day for the next 34 days in order to complete this. which I was really glad to see because I wasn't sure how many stitches a day I would need. 100 stitches a day ain't nothing for me. So I'm hoping to get this done sooner rather than later because I still have to frame, I still have to wash it because, because this is water soluble. I got to wash it, get the grid lines out. I've let it dry, um, iron it out, get it nice and flat and all that fun stuff, and then get it in a frame. So yeah, this is going to be fun. I have no idea if I'm going to be able to do all that in 34 days, but we're going to find out. So, if you have any questions, comments, anything like that, leave them down below in the comments. Like I said, everything in this video will be linked down below in the descriptions if you were interested in anything I used. But yeah, that's it. I don't know if I'm going to be doing other cross stitches in the next 34 days. I'll be honest. You might only be seeing this one, but I don't know. We're going to find out. But I really, really hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you learned something. If you have any comments, questions, leave them down below. If you did like this video, please, please, please hit the like button down below. And please subscribe if you don't want to miss out on any of my content. Subscribing is free. It just means that you're going to get notifications when I post a new video. But I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Labor Day weekend to all my people who have Labor Day this weekend. And for you, if you don't have Labor Day weekend, I just hope you have a wonderful weekend. And I will see you guys in the next one. Happy stitching.